Horse Gym with Boots, number 4, Nose Target Parking. Power Word Publications and Muddy Horse Coaching present this important skill. Here I'm leading Boots up to a little nose target, a bottle I've tied to this pole, and she touches it with her nose, she gets a click and a treat. Touches it with her nose, she gets a click and treat. And I'm taking off the rope, touches it with her nose, click and treat. A few brush strokes, and if she's still interested in the target, I'll stop, click and treat. Well, I'll click first, then I'll stop. I keep an eye on what she's doing, and after I get some brushing in, you might start with just one brush stroke and then work up to 2 brush strokes, and eventually you can pretty much groom the whole horse, and she'll stand there quite content and relaxed with her nose near the bottle. You can see she's quite interested in it. This is an old apple cider vinegar bottle which she has in her dinner, so it probably smells familiar for her. And we also used a plastic bottle to teach her clicker training, so it's something that she's quite familiar with. Now you can see her attention is grabbed by something happening on the farm next door. So I'm keeping an eye on her, and the minute she goes back to the bottle, I click. And even though it takes me a while to get over to give her the treat, I click at that very moment she came over. Now you can obviously put your bottle wherever you want, and the great thing about bottles is that you can take them with you when you travel and hang it on the outside of your trailer or wherever you would like your horse to stay parked. And here I'm using her nose parking just to do some foot care. I haven't got her tied up. You leave the halter and rope on at the beginning, then if the horse does wander off, you just simply do a circuit, come back, click and treat when you come back. So if they do move off, it's not a big deal. And it's really important not to make it a big deal. Targeting spooky things and spooky places. We can find these out and about, or we can set them up at home. Boots and I are out and about today, and we've come across these big tires, so I let her go and explore them, let her put her nose on them, and click and treat. Here we've come across some machinery, let her put her nose on the hose there, click and treat. Come across this unusual log setup, nose on it, click and treat. See if she'll put her nose on this pile of bark. And she says, "Why are we standing here?" "Oh, I'll put my nose on it." Click at that point. And then I just sort of wait until she comes back to me to give her the treat. And this spooky looking white gate. Do I want to put my nose on that?" she says. And then click the minute she touches it, even with her whisker. Click and treat. She's very interested in the green grass. Piece of equipment, put her nose on it, click and treat. Parking for saddling or harnessing, plus targeting her gear so that she has a buy-in into having all this gear put on her. I'm giving her a sniff of the blanket, so she targets it, click and a treat for that. So every piece of equipment I bring out, I ask her to target it, and she gets a click and a treat. So she's part of the process. It's something we're doing together. It's not something I'm just doing to her. And she's still targeting her bottle to stay parked. So we're targeting for staying with the bottle, and we're targeting for touching the gear as it comes out. And quite often, after I've done the girth up, I'll give her a click and a treat.